I recently saw a post on, I believe, Facebook stating this about if your baby mama has to pack a bag every time your kid comes over, you're not co-parenting, you're babysitting. And that kind of stuck out to me because I realized that many people, when you post on social media, you have an opportunity to share your opinion, and that's your business. However, I was on the fence with this one. I was on the fence because I definitely understand what the author of the post was trying to say. However, I just want to help some people out there when it comes to a statement or an opinion like this. Since we're talking about baby mamas, because I know that there are men out there that are single as well, baby daddies, right? But whatever your position is, it still can help you, okay? So in this situation, number one, keep the child at the center. Like, no matter how you feel, no matter your opinion, keep your child at the center, okay? Keep your child at the center. Number two, okay? Do not try to dictate or control whatever is happening at the other parent's home, okay? Wherever they reside, okay? And I'm going to quickly explain these things. And then three, respect the other parent, okay? And I'm going to explain what I mean by that as well, okay? So real quick, just to stay on topic, okay? I don't feel like if the parent sends the child an extra bag, then the dad or whomever, in this case, because they said baby mama is babysitting. Let me tell you why. Because if the father is paying child support, right? Some of it, some of the woman's income, some of the man's income helps to purchase those clothes that the child has. So if I'm packing the bag as the child's mother and that father, for instance, is paying child support, then he has helped to purchase those clothes. So it's okay if I send those clothes. Number two, those are the child's clothes. So let's pretend those clothes are like, I don't know, a 2T or a size 6 boys, right? Why does it matter? Or size 4 girls? I don't think that the dad is going to try to wear the clothes or anything like that. It doesn't matter. The clothes are for the child. Another thing, I believe I remember seeing in the comments, and I can understand this, where they were like, I don't send anything. I let the other parent handle that or purchase the clothes. I'm cool with that too. So like if the child is coming for the weekend, the parent sends no clothes, and the parent whom they're going to purchase just a bunch of clothes or shoes or whatever, that's wonderful. Like, that's overflow, right? But it shouldn't be a forced thing. I had a situation like this before, and this is not to bash anyone, where my child was taken to the other parent and I sent clothes. I always send clothes, right? My thought process is I want my child to be good. I want them to look nice. I want them to have nice things. When I say respecting the other person's home, when I send my child to that other parent's home, I promise you, my child has come back with stories before of things that I don't agree with, right? I don't agree that their father said this or did this or what have you. However, not once have I called to dictate that relationship or dictate what's going on. If that child is not put in an unsafe position, if that child is not being harmed or neglected, you should not dictate what's happening over there. What you should do is, if you don't agree with something, then when the child gets back to your home, just teach. And don't bash the other parent, just teach. Teach them what you feel is something that you don't agree with or that you feel indifferent about. You also have to think about the child's age. If the child is not ready to hear or be in the middle of a subject that has nothing to do with them to a certain extent, then don't say anything. Don't expose anything. Respect goes a long way, and that could be a whole nother video. But I just wanted to comment on this because if you are packing a bag for your child to stay overnight at the other parent, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, let me speak to the other parent. You need to send those things back if that's required or if that's asked of you. Because if you don't, and the child's clothes that were sent are lost or damaged or can't be used again, that's not fair to the parent that sent them. So it needs to either be replaced or you need to take a picture or take note of what was sent. But I see nothing wrong with that. Another comment that was made was, and I'll talk about this in another setting, that at the other parent's house, they should have a separate room. As long as that child has a very comfortable place to stay or lay their head, and they're not being neglected, or they're not being like, sometimes people can go over or send their child to the other parent, and then there's favoritism. Let's say his other children are treated differently. As long as that's not going on, and your child's well-being is like at the top of the list, and when they come back home, you see that their attitude is great, you see their persona is great, the well-being of the child, they look clean. Stop trying to make something out of nothing. Stop trying to be bitter. Stop trying to be mad at nothing. Keep the child at the center. How much do you love your children? Keep the child at the center. I want the best. So when I send my child to his father, to her father, because many of you know that I have multiple children, I am sending my child with the best. And it's all good. I might even feed them before they go. I might send some money so they can get something to eat. I might go ahead and send them with some food. What is the child must be at the forefront. It's not about who I used to date, who I used to sleep with, who used to be my man. The child. All of that's gone. The child. The child's well-being should be at the forefront. So remember, show respect. Show respect when co-parenting, and ignore the little things. Keep the children or the child at the forefront. And unless they're being harmed, because that's a big one, in an unsafe environment or being neglected, it is okay. It is